Hey y'all, peace and love. Sister Zinga here from Flowing and Growing. Yep, this is me. The lady who said that she was not going to see me on YouTube no more. I'm back, y'all. Let me explain something to you. I'm being very honest, open, and transparent. But welcome to Flowing and Growing with Sister Zinga. I just have to tell you that, yes, I did try to go over to TikTok. And I guess, I don't know, I was trying to be, do something what the young people was doing, or just, I don't know, not the young people that's on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok. It's something that people do a lot, and, but y'all, I just don't have the time for that. I'll be honest that I don't have the time. I don't spend that much time on this thing, and I don't want it to take that much of my time. I will go back to continue to doing my Tuesdays, talk about the Tuesdays. I'm back here on YouTube, and I guess I'll find some way to share it over there. But I really try, in emancipating yourself from mental slavery, it's releasing yourself from this thing. It can really just overwhelm you. And excuse me, you could go on here to look for something, and then you look up 45 minutes or an hour has passed by, and you never even got to what you on here, what your intentions, because there's always something that's grabbing you and distracting you. So part of emancipating yourself from mental slavery is, for me, is to limit my time that I have on here. I do get on here, so I'm not saying I don't, and I use the different social medias because there's a lot of information out here, and that's where I get a lot of my information from, and doing my research and things. So, but trying to do the TikTok thing, and you have to do it often, and that wasn't going to work for me. So I apologize. I hope I didn't lose anybody. I hope if you weren't over there with me and subscribe, that you would just come back and subscribe here. And I'm going to leave some messages there to try to get the people to come back here. So I'm being open, transparent. I was going to try something different. I thought I could bring you something different. And I thought it would be easier, but it's more complicated. And it takes up a lot more time. But I really do like some of the things that they offer there. But I guess put a little more energy into what I do here, I can still do some of those same things. So, and the point is just to be able to talk to everybody and to continue. And now is the time. Is now more than ever. There's a point. Now more than ever, all the brothers and the sisters must come together. Common minds see through common eyes, or something like that. I don't remember the whole poem, but it was something that we learned when I used to be an elder in Spanish, in the Rites of Passage program. So I'm just going to say I will be back here on every Tuesday again. Thank you for listening and subscribing to me then, but I will continue to talk about emancipating yourself from slavery. I will continue to be able to give you examples, but I really, it's better being able to show you and just talk about some things that once you have emancipated yourself, I want you, but it's a process. It's definitely a process. And so, like I said, me trying to get on there, I guess they almost had me hooked and thinking that was going to be better. They say sometimes the ice is cold over here, or the grass is greener. Well, I'm right back here to just a simple something that I wanted to offer to people, anyone who's willing to listen, to talk about, because now more than ever, we at war, and we really must start emancipating ourselves from mental slavery. We must really start using the information, and I end up being an eyeball out so much time because if I learn something, I apply to my life. It's just crazy how people know that certain things. I'm sorry, I'm outside. Of course, I'm always outside, not inside. And traffic's going by. That you know that sodas is still not good for you. Like especially like Coca-Cola, you can use it on a battery. And it's not good for your body. But people know, but they still drink Coke soda. People still go to McDonald's, but they know sometimes that food may not even be real chicken or burgers that they've been feeding you. So how do you cannot continue to do the old things and expect something different. Once you learn these truths, you have to start making choices, making changes in your life. You can't say, okay, yeah, I know that. And then once you continue to understand and take this information in, you have to understand that these people are really trying to poison you with everything they got. When it comes to the food, the medicine the doctors give you, even some of the health training they're giving you, and even if this thing they made up because I guess people wanted to change their lifestyle with eating, being a vegan or vegetarian, if you do some research at that nutritionally, even those, the way that they tell you to be a vegan or vegetarian, it's not the most nutritional way of choices that you should make for your life. And so you just need to just be mindful and take that information and use it, and then use it to what's best for you. Yeah, okay, I don't care to eat meat, but I'm not going to claim to be a vegan or vegetarian because I don't like the way that those things are not really for my body. And again, there's no nutritional value in some of the things they tell you to eat. So the basic things is fruits and vegetables, and this way you have to discern for your own self about these things. Remember, my theme was think it ain't illegal yet, y'all. And now it's really getting to the point with all this shit that this guy is making legal with shit that wasn't illegal. Woo! That thinking thing may come, but I would say it's already gone past, y'all, because people don't think for themselves, and that's really a problem that we have in our society. People are just led, and they just really want to have a leader or somebody that can control them. And there's really, really so much trouble going on in the world. And so now just seeing all the things that they're doing, all the truth that are coming about, can't you really see that nothing they have set up has good intentions? It makes it look like it's convenient for you, but the idea is that it's a money-making, it's the best way to, a quicker, faster way that they can make money. And I know that y'all have seen this stuff all down when you see it, which I discerned that a long time ago. I was never a person to be buying that kind of stuff, but this ain't about me. But do you see the reality of, you see now that people feel that if I wear a name brand something that is supposed to be better quality, or it's supposed to be, or you think you're somebody because you're able to wear that kind of thing because you're able to pay these kind of prices, but it's foolishness. There was one guy got on there and said he was paying $450 for a pair of Gucci slides, and I don't know how true that is, because I hope that he would have enough sense not to pay $450 for some rubber slides just because they had Gucci on it. But he was like so upset. So he may have been just like exaggerating a little bit, but the fact is that the plain old Gucci ones, the ones that you can get at the dollar store or you can get Five Below, those same ones are being made. But the only thing that they're putting somebody's name on it, they're putting the colors of the certain brands, they're just branding them. And then when they brand them, they mark up the price like 100 to 200%. So don't put value in things, y'all. The most important things in life is not things. It's what we have to come down to realize that, your life, your family, that structure called the family. Everybody needs to work on getting it, because, my own and see others' conversations for people, family ain't where it used to be. But we can get back to that because the elders weren't passing on things. Like I said, we can get caught up on different things and want to do things different and not realizing the importance of doing things the way that they were. Because these are things that work for us. These are things that have us still walking and talking here now today, because all the suffering and the creativity and everything, the contributions that our ancestors did. So, so the bottom line is that, you guys, I'm coming back to YouTube. I'll be here. I'll talk about it Tuesday. Sometimes forgive me because if I don't make it, but I just don't have time to be on the social media the way that TikTok really requires for me to start generating some viewers. And it's not about, I'm not trying to go on neither one of these things about making money. It's just about just being the way to generate the viewers, and I don't have time for that. Because like I said, I'm trying to do it every Tuesday, but sometimes if I'm up at my farm, I have opportunities to go there and spend the night. Sometimes I don't always have access, so just bear with me. But at least once a week I will get on here and let's talk about it on a Tuesday, all right? So thank you so much for your loyalty, your concern. Please, share this with others. But I hope that you will continue to stay with me, and I'm going to come right back to the YouTube here, which is just doing a 1 week thing. Because when you live in a sustainable life, I live in a place where I generate a lot of sustainable foods. I grow my own foods, and sometimes people give you foods. So when you're dealing with things that are natural, they have to be taken care of immediately. It's not like you're going to take it, put it in the refrigerator or put it in the cabinet, just leave it till when you get to it. When you get to food, especially fresh fruits and vegetables, you have to attend to those. You have to eat them, or you have to prepare them some kind of way for preparation for feeding, or for freezing, or for storing. And a lot of times with the fruits, you always have to do something. I get so many mangoes, I get bananas, I get things, and now that I'm starting to get my own, because I did get a second crop. I'm proud to say that I got my second harvest, and this time it was blogas and plantains again. So, y'all, that's the things that I do with my life. I don't have time just to sit and read these things. Sometimes when I post stuff, I don't even have time to go back and see who commented or anything like that. I'm just here just to share information, just to give. Okay, so again, thank you. I don't want to make this too long because I want you to be one to listen to me. That's why I think the talking thing, just talking. But I'm gonna work on doing something different to make it a little more usable and feasible and entertaining for you guys to be able to hold on to your attention. Okay, so peace and love. Thank you for listening and sharing and caring. So now, okay, so since I'm back, let me know what were some of the things that you liked about, me being back here on YouTube, and share with me how you're emancipating yourself from mental slavery, because people are on different levels, and so if I could see that my audience is, here or there, whatever, I can, gear my information based on that. But I still don't want to be just boring you with, some of the basic stuff, because it's been like almost 3 years now, so. Share with me some ways that you have emancipated yourself from mental slavery. Share with me how some of the things I've talked about or other people have talked about, how you have included it. Because you have to take hold and implement new knowledge. That's what another motto of mine was on here, was using the word think. THINK, which is taking hold of and implementing new knowledge. So you must do that, or it's no good to you. Okay, so start to see more value in things the old way. Start, collecting bottles so you can restore bottles. Start using, things to put plants in. Your old bleach bottles, your old different thing. You don't have to always go out and buy stuff, because you don't have to have this certain appearance for other people. Get things that are useful to you and things that will cost you less money, because, this slavery thing is still in force, because, every time you get to a paycheck, most of the money goes back to them anyway, but that's a whole other conversation, and I will have that conversation again, because especially now, some people are losing their jobs, some people are holding on to, what they have. We have to really, really, really be mindful of where we spend our money. Definitely need to stop giving our money to, these name brand things, because you see, it ain't nothing but another cheap something that only costs them $2 or $3, $10, whatever, and they're marking it up, how many percents, 100% or 200%. And they're making that profit, and that's how they are getting rich. And we, or some of us are maintaining a lower hold on our finances. So hold on to your money as long as you can, and use your money for things that you need. And don't just go buy everything because there's a new this and new that. And don't, and just take your sneakers and wash your sneakers. Give them a good scrub. Because some people throw them away after they get some scratches and dents on them and stuff like that. But anyway, that'll be my, my conversation. I will continue to try to make you think, because it ain't illegal yet. So thank you so much for all the things. But don't forget to leave a comment about, your experience, things you want me to talk about, and what's going on with you, okay? And thank you. Are you happy I'm back here, or did you like it over there? So I can give me your opinion about that too. So, all right, God loves you, so do I, y'all. Peace and love.